Is JPMorgan turning into the Federal Reserve? That's what I'm talking about today. First, please like and subscribe. Check us down below for our CT Club where we get our trade alerts, portfolio updates, and much, much more. We just did a trade alert yesterday and it's doing very well. All right, first off, we have Congresswoman Lois Frankel sold First Republic Bank stock back in March before the stock dropped 80%. After she sold First Republic, she bought who? JPMorgan, which bought First Republic. She clearly had insider information. If you or I did that, we would be arrested and put in prison for inside trading. That's how it works, guys. Revolving door, you kind of seeing this now. Been saying this since I started showing up on this channel. Next, we have the 3 banks that have collapsed in the last few weeks had more assets than all the banks that collapsed in 2008 financial crisis combined, even after adjusting for inflation. Yikes, but the White House says the US banking system is safe. You know what happened? You know who else said they're safe? FTX said, we're good, we're safe, don't worry about it, we're fine. Yeah, don't listen to these liars, all right? Now, James Lavish says something really interesting on Twitter. He says, at this rate, JPMorgan will just become the Federal Reserve. And yeah, I totally agree. It makes me wonder, like, think about it. Back in, like I said yesterday, back in 1907 is when JPMorgan really became a strong banking entity because they literally did this similar things. They like, oh yeah, these banks are kind of dangerous, so come to us, don't worry about it. We're gonna keep your deposits safe. Same thing is happening here, guys. Now, Andrew AP Abagus on Twitter says, if you're scoring at home, 1, Silicon Valley Bank gone. 2, Silvergate Bank gone. 3, Signature Bank assassinated, because there was nothing really wrong with that one, was there? And that was like a crypto. All these are crypto banks, right? Then you had number 4, Credit Suisse Bank gone, and First Republic Bank gone, number 5. All in the past 60 days. I told you right from the beginning that this was just the beginning, didn't I? But we've been assured by fiat banking overlords that all is well and to expect additional rate hikes. Sure, guys. Now, let's get into some nitty-gritty stuff here. First Republic marks the 3rd S&P 500 component to go bust after Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank last month, right? The FDIC estimates that the cost to deposit insurance fund will be about $13 billion, with JPMorgan making a payment of $10.6 billion to the FDIC. The deal is expected to make JPMorgan an additional $500 million of incremental net income per year. That's just crazy. Plus, PNC Financial Services and Citizen Financial were also reported to be in the running for First Republic Bank. But of course, JPMorgan's on the top of the list, aren't they? Because they pretty much own the Fed, don't they? Next, we have the deal will see JPMorgan Chase assume all the deposits and assets of First Republic Bank, making it the 3rd major regional bank to be sold after bank failure since March. First Republic depositors, which include 11 leading banks that made $30 billion in deposits, will have full access to their money. JPMorgan Chase stock rose 4% in pre-market trades, while First Republic Bank dropped 46%. So as you can see, JPMorgan is going to get much, much more powerful, and they're using these little tiny banks to become more and more powerful. They're essentially going to run the world. So as you can see, JPMorgan is going to get much more powerful in the future. That is probably going to implement more and more different bank failures, in my opinion. So just be wary of it. Be cautious of, if you were in a smaller bank and you really trust that bank, keep in mind that JPMorgan is not going to stop without a fight, essentially. So they're going to try their best to go ahead and take everything with it. Okay, that's all I have. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.